Good morning, everyone. I am Dhruva Sarika Barji. I am currently pursuing my PhD in Pharmaceutical Sciences at St. John's University under the guidance of Dr. Nitesh Kunda. Today, I am going to present my research work on formulation development of inhalable dacomatinib polymeric nanoparticles for the treatment of non-small cell lung cancer. Introduction. Epidermal growth factor receptor, commonly referred as EGFR, is a transmembrane glycoprotein that regulates the signaling pathway to control the cell proliferation. However, this EGFR receptor undergoes mutation in the tyrosine kinase domain, causing severe tumor progression. Two prominent mutations that account for 85% of EGFR mutations are exon 19 deletion and exon 21 L858R substitution mutations. Although conventional chemotherapy and radiotherapy have been the standard treatments for decades, these approaches lack tumor specificity and are characterized by severe adverse effects. The recent development of molecular targeted drugs like tyrosine kinase inhibitors have revolutionized the treatment of non-small cell lung cancer. These tyrosine kinase inhibitors are small molecules that suppress the tumor growth by reversible or irreversible binding to the EGFR. Dacomatinib is a second-generation irreversible EGFR TKI approved for the treatment of non-small cell lung cancer basing both exon 19 deletion and exon 21 substitution mutations. It is given as a first-line treatment for non-small cell lung cancer patients resistant to first-generation TKIs. Recently, the pulmonary delivery of cancer therapeutics has been emerging as an appealing option for the delivery of cancer therapeutics due to their ability to provide localized drug delivery with minimal systemic side effects. In addition, it also allows for the ease of administration with improved patient compliance, reduced dosing frequency, and overcomes the first-pass metabolism. Nanoparticulate drug delivery systems are currently being extensively investigated owing to their ability of tumor localization and sustained release of the drug. Moreover, dacomatinib is characterized by poor water solubility, limiting its bioavailability when administered directly into the lungs. Hence, development of an inhalable polymeric nanoparticle can be a promising option. Dacomatinib is a weakly basic BCS class II compound which is practically insoluble in water. Currently, dacomatinib is marketed as Visimpro and administered as an oral tablet, resulting in severe systemic side effects and lower drug levels in the lungs, that is the primary tumor site. To overcome the challenges of the current therapy, there is a need to develop an effective drug delivery strategy with an improved therapeutic outcome. Hence, in this study, we have developed dacomatinib loaded polylactic co-glycolic acid nanoparticles, also called as PLGA nanoparticles, that deliver effective dose of dacomatinib directly into the tumor region of lungs for non-small cell lung cancer treatment. Further, we hypothesize that this nanoparticle delivery of dacomatinib will improve the therapeutic efficacy and lower the systemic side effects. In this study, polymeric nanoparticles were prepared by single emulsion solvent evaporation method. In brief, the PLGA polymer dacomatinib were initially dissolved in a primary organic solvent and these were emulsified into an aqueous phase to prepare a primary emulsion. And this primary emulsion is subjected to solvent evaporation to obtain the nanoparticles. The finally obtained nanoparticles were subjected to washing and finally redispersed in deionized water. Particle size and surface properties of nanoparticles are key parameters in drug delivery that govern the cellular uptake of nanoformulations. With the help of dynamic light scattering studies, nanoparticles are characterized for their particle properties. The prepared nanosuspension displayed a particle size of 205 nanometers with a PDI of 0.17 and a zeta potential of minus 20 millivolts, and the entrapment efficiency of dacomatinib in the nano formulation was around 55% with a drug loading of 27.2 microgram per mg. Then coming to the in vitro release profile of the dacomatinib from dacomatinib nanoparticles showed a rapid drug release of about 10% in 8 hours with a gradual increase on to 72 hours. Sustained release was observed from 72 to 5 days, causing a cumulative release of 39%. The sustained release of the drug could be due to the diffusion of the drug from the core of the nanoparticle into the surface, then into the release media, indicating an effective encapsulation of the drug into the polymeric core of the nanoparticle. Solid-state characterization studies were performed using DSC and XRD techniques. The DSC thermograph of dacomatinib drug exhibited sharp melting endotherm at 170 and 187 degrees centigrade. Additionally, the loss of crystallinity and complete conversion of dacomatinib to amorphous form in the nanoparticles was indicated by the absence of the melting endotherm in the DSC graph, thereby suggesting that the successful encapsulation of the drug in the nanoparticle. Likewise, the PXRD data was in accordance with the DSC data. The crystalline peaks of dacomatinib were absent in the diffractogram of the dacomatinib nanoparticles, indicating a complete encapsulation of the drug into the nanoparticle. Later, in vitro aerosolization studies were carried out using a next-gen impactor to evaluate the aerosolization and respirable capacity of the nebulized dacomatinib nanoparticle formulation. Various in vitro aerosolization parameters like fine particle fraction, mass median aerodynamic diameter, and geometric standard deviation were calculated to assess the respirable capacity of the nano formulation. A mass median aerodynamic diameter of less than 5 microns is essential for effective lung deposition of the particulate therapeutics. After nebulization of the dacomatinib nanoparticles, the MMAD and GSD values were calculated to be 3.77 microns and 2.23 respectively, indicating the suitability for the inhalation. Further, the nanoparticles displaced a fine particle fraction of 80%, suggesting that this could result in effective deposition in the bronchioalveolar region of the lungs. From the NGI studies, the formulated dacomatinib nanoparticles for inhalable drug delivery of DMB can be considered as an efficient and well proven. To conclude this presentation, dacomatinib has been successfully encapsulated into the nanoparticle, resulting in a particle size of 200 nanometers with a charge of -20 millivolts. Currently, cell culture studies are in progress to evaluate the dacomatinib nanoparticle's efficacy in suppressing the tumor growth. Lastly, I would like to thank my professor Dr. Nitesh Kunda for the constant support and guidance to carry out this research. Thank you.